you can, in the first picture, you can see a Pokemon cartoon. Can these characters are in real? Are they exist?
No, teacher.
Okay, means this cartoon characters are imaginary.
Yes.
Okay. So in the second picture is also imaginary character, correct? This character is in real. It is a, this character is exist.
No, ma'am.
Okay, but then too we love this character and we started to imagine these characters. Okay.
Is it Doraemon? Yeah, rabbit one.
Okay, Doraemon and the rabbit one. This character are exist in the world.
No.
Okay, it means these are the cartoons.
Yes, teacher.
It means that the people has to imagine. The people has to imagine that such kind of characters are there, and we are started to believe. हम ऐसे बिलीव भी करने लग जाते हैं कि डोरेमोन जैसे हमारा फ्रेंड होना चाहिए, and हम फिर then we will get all the things very easily. Am I correct, Manvimani?
Yes, teacher.
It means we started to live along with all this character. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Today's poem is the Try Anti Wanty Gongolop. So here in the introduction part, how we have discussed that the all that your Pokemon, your that frozen lady, and the one for Doraemon, these are the imaginary cartoons. In the same way, Try Anti Wanty Gongolop, these are, it is an imaginary insect. It is assumed by one poet, and how how this Try Anti Wanty Gongolop and how we imagine it, we are going to learn it today. So here the first stanza is that there's a very funny insect that you do not often spy, and it isn't quite a spider, and it isn't quite a fly. It is something like a beetle and beetle like a bee, but nothing like a woolly grub that climbs upon a tree. Its name is quite a hard one, but you will learn it soon. I hope so. Try, Auntie Wanty, try, Auntie Wanty, Gongolo. So here the poet, he wanted to say that it's a this Auntie Wanty Gongolo is a funny insect. And even no one has spy. Spy means no one has observed it, no one has watched it, because no one knows about this insect. Then this insect is not a spider. This insect is not a spider, and even he cannot fly. This insect cannot fly just like other insect. For example, this one, fly, house fly, mosquito. He cannot fly, but it look like a beetle. Beetle means is a it is a type of one insect, and it like a bee. Missy bee, how such kind of feathers they have, such kind of feathers also have the fly. So it's look like a fly or it look like a beetle, because this portion is having to beetle also. That's why the poet is comparing this Trionti Onchigonglo insect with the fly and the beetle, but nothing like a woolly grub. Woolly means soft, baby insect. Means this Trionti Onchigonglo is not a soft like a woolly grub, but so that he can climb on a tree, but the name is different, difficult to speak. So how we will pronounce it? Trianti gongola. Then in second stanza, the poet says that it leaves weeds. Weed means, students, unwanted plant. Unwanted plant means you don't want that plant. Okay. So that is weeds. And wattle gum. Wattle gum is just a excrete. मतलब हमें ये इससे मिलता है, tree से मिलता है. That is might be you have observed on one tree that brown one is coming out from the tree. Such kind of the wattle gums, they leaves on that, and the face of Trianti is a very funny face. It's appetite. Appetite means that the मतलब वो खाना खाने की भूख, desire for food, it's too much. So that its appetite is hearty, and its manner disgrace means undesirable. मतलब he wants everything to eat because his appetite is more. When first you come upon it, it will you quite scare. Means first of all, if you will see that insect, you all become scared. Then if you will try to look again and again, then you will feel, so means you will not scared from this insect, and you call it so softly, and you will stay you will means you will try to keep away yourself with that insect, and you feel so sad also. Why? Because that insect is so scary. So in this way we will try to say that try anti wanti gongolop. So here in a third stanza, it trembles. Trembles means it shake to fright. मतलब जैसे हम डरने के बाद कैसे shake होते हैं. So it trembles. If you tickle मतलब वो गुदगुली जैसा करते हैं ना. So that touch someone in such a way that person feels funny. That tickle to tread upon your toes means he means when this Trianti gongola, when he walks on your toes, you feel that someone is trickling you, but it is not an early riser, but it has a snubbish nose. Snubbish nose मतलब उसको क्या होता है, उसको slightly turn up उसका nose होता है. So while tickling, so immediately that snubbish nose come in between. And if you sneer means if you tease, and if you scold to this insect, what they will do? They will run up. What डर के शर्मा के वो क्या करेगा? He will run up. But it purrs means what? It is the sound of an animal, and quietly, proudly, if you call by its name and offer it some sandwiches of sealing wax and soap. It means this anti-Monty gongola, what it likes to eat, they like to eat the sealing wax and soap. If suppose he gets scared of you, he ran away from you. If you offer them a sandwich of what? Sealing wax and soap, then definitely he come to you and he will say, try anti-Monty gongola. So students, fourth stanza of our topic, and that stanza is that, but of course, you haven't seen it and truthfully confess. Means here, the poet confess it कि such kind of insect is not there. That I haven't seen it either, and I don't know its address. And he's confessing that the such kind of birds he has not seen, and even he don't know the address of this bird. For there isn't such an insect, though there really might have been if the trees and grass were purple and the sky is bottle green. And the here poet is saying that if such kind of birds are there in the earth, so it means that the instead of a green trees, the trees can be a purple and the sky become bottle green. Means here the poet has make a joke and he is apologizing. मतलब वो sorry बोल रहे हैं कि if suppose you will forgive me, मतलब उन्होंने क्या किया, joke किया है और आप वो समझ जाएंगे. So here again I hope or try anti wanti gongola. So such this is the poem and here we have ended it.